Did you have a love for music back then? You know, was it industry, beer industry? You know, take us
I really, skiing, I think, defined me. I was lucky as a teenager. I got a job in a ski shop. Remember, in the 60s, there weren't that many people skiing, but it was people like me who made skiing the #1 family sport in America. From working in ski shops and because of our location, I knew John Perriman, who was the technical editor of Skiing Magazine. So he's like the guy.
Right.
And a company named Salomon was coming in from France, which is now the biggest company. And they wanted to start an American company, and they wanted people. And so John, to my luck, recommended me. And what I did sent me all around the world, many, many times for Salomon. So we really had a revolution in the way we approached the business of skiing. And I was really in the epicenter of that whole revolution. And so that gave me a chance to go wherever I wanted in the ski business. And I ended up working with my hero, which was Jean-Claude Killy. So if you have older listeners, they'll remember Jean-Claude Killy, the only athlete to ever win the slalom, giant slalom, and downhill in the same Olympics.
Right, right.
And Killy and I worked to save a company named Lange, L-A-N-G-E. Bob Lange, who was an American, invented the plastic ski boot, the modern ski boot, and went bankrupt. And Laurent Boisvive, the chairman of Rossignol, bought it. And he called me up and said, you know, can you help me? I bought a company for $100,000 in my first year. I lost $23 million. So I went over to meet him in Hotel de la Cigale in Geneva, Switzerland. And we put a deal together. And within 2 years, Lange was the most profitable company in the ski business.
Right. Right.
So the good thing about that is it was a performance business. So you got to measure yourself. If you don't win the Olympics or the World Cup, you're not the best.
Right.
So learning performance was really important for everything I've done in my life. That is, I don't care if you're selling beer, watches, or ski equipment, make sure you're the best at it.
So getting into this industry, it was that break because of that person that you knew in the area where you lived.
Yeah. And then the second break was we put together a program. Everybody was breaking their leg, basically. That was the problem with skiing.
Right.
So what we did at Salomon was figure out why, and we put together a program where we trained the ski shops, and we certify them, and then we'd actually insure their product liability insurance on a binding, which made it profitable. And after the first month or so, I had a 94% passing rate. That is, they had to take an exam. And the next guy was Kevin Cronin, I think, out in San Francisco, may have had an 18% passing rate. Right. And all the other guys doing it had an attitude like, oh, yeah, I'm Salomon. I'm like, Jesus. But I had remembered from graduate school what a test was to be valid and reliable. It had to actually be testing what the guy's going to do. So Salomon made it really complicated. It was all marketing hype to make Salomon look better than the other binding companies. And I didn't do that. I actually went in and I trained them, and I made my own visuals. And so from that, Salomon said, you have to go to Japan, you have to go to Australia, you have to go to France, Germany, England. And I went all around the world several times teaching people how to teach the program.
Right.
And once you get the bite of travel in you, geez, I don't know how many million miles I got on this body, but I spent most of my life, traveling in an airport.
Sitting on